Hi, I'm Christy from Stellar Events, and I'm here to talk to you guys about photographers today. It's another episode from Tales of a Bridesmaid, and basically, I want to just kind of talk a little bit about photographers. There's so much involved when picking a photographer because there are so many options when it comes to photographers in Ottawa. So, what I usually recommend is kind of start looking at some of the galleries of photographers. So, if you do Ottawa photographers in Google, you're going to come up with pages and pages and pages of stuff. And this is a good point if you have a planner because they can kind of help direct you. It can get a little bit overwhelming when you start looking at all those options available to you. So if you don't have a planner to kind of direct you, start looking at some of the galleries. See what you like, what you don't like, and then I would recommend at least seeing 3 or 4 photographers. You have to like their work, but what is actually even more important is you have to have a connection with them and you have to feel comfortable with them. Because what's going to happen is if you absolutely you love their work, but then you don't have any chemistry with them in person, that all those pictures that you love on their site aren't going to translate into your pictures because there's going to be an awkwardness that comes across in your pictures if you're not comfortable with them. So I always say you have to love your wedding planner and you have to love your photographer because those are the 2 people that you are going to spend the most amount of time with. So really take a look at their galleries, what they have to offer. Before sitting down with them, get a sense of what you think you want out of a package. Because the other thing that can get confusing, and it can get confusing even for me catching up and keeping track of all the packages they offer because they are constantly changing what they include in a package. So get an idea of, do I want a big album? Do my parents want albums? Is it important for me to have a DVD of the high-res images? Some photographers will give that, some don't. So you never assume anything when it comes to a photographer. You really have to ask them what it is that they offer and just be clear from the start what you want out of that package. When it comes to my friend, she actually has a friend of hers that is a photographer, and we're gonna get them to do some of the pictures. Now, sometimes I have to admit that when it's a friend, if it's just a friend doing the pictures, I don't recommend it because I've heard so many horror stories of people that have got a friend to do their pictures and then the result they're not happy with. So in this case, they are somewhat professional, so I'm sure we're going to be in amazing hands, but it's really important to get a professional photographer. Hope that helped and kind of gave you a little bit of an idea of what to look for when you're trying to hire a photographer. Thanks, have a great day. Talk to you soon, bye.